This is Dr. Sindhu. So today we'll be having a good, interesting discussion about the trending diseases or health condition which is going globally. So because these days we have different lifestyles of diet, and also in trend we have the major health condition, especially focusing on the women's health. It happens to be PCOS, which occurs due to hormonal imbalances, and then we have obesity coming up. We have acne, hair falls, thyroid, and again followed by other infertility issues. So now, according to my point of view, would be you can also change your lifestyle. Here I have some of the common suggestions and tips for you, which would be definitely a budget friendly one, a cost effective one, and also it is a natural ways I can easily suggest for you, and it's almost it can be followed by everyone. Today's session will focus more about the cooking habits, the hygiene and the practices which you follow. We are not sure about the methods which we are basically using in our kitchen. So when you focus about it, you always have to ensure that you have good cooking methods in a hygienic and safe way, as well as it should be natural one also. So first, soaking the millets or soaking the grains, whatever, is very important, because soaking helps the fiber to expand even in the deeper layers as well. So soaking the millets should be for about 6 to 8 hours generally, but for kids and elderly, you have to increase the soaking hours between 12 hours at least, because for easy digestion and absorption. And the second thing is, you are washing off the millet and soaking the millet. So the soaked water shouldn't be discarded off. It should be reused, and it can be used for your cooking purposes, the cooking millets actually. And then while cooking also, you can use clay pot vessels, or secondary option should be your stainless steel vessels, which is another option to use, because I'm sure it definitely enhances the taste as well. Now, the next step after soaking the millets will be treating the veggies and fruits, which is used for millet preparation, or which is used for general cooking also. Now, veggies and fruits, whatever, it has to be treated in tartaric acid. People also use turmeric powders. Sometimes they wash it off. It was during the COVID days, which we use so much of sanitization methods, so much of hygiene practices and all. But even after that, COVID has taught us to continue with the same kind of practice sessions, which is happening even in today's home lifestyle. So basically, you have to pre-treat. Actually, it's best to pre-treat the vegetables and fruits using tamarind water for 15 minutes, and then you have to wash it off, and you can use it for cooking. So tamarind water, why? Because we are using tamarind water because it contains tartaric acid, which helps to remove chemicals and any pesticides which is there, and it also gives you good health benefits when you use that way. The next thing is oils. Okay, so oils usually which is coming up in the market, which is available in the market, are refined oils, which comes up in plastic covers or any polythene covers, and it's adulterated with mineral oils and animal fats, which is definitely going to create a carcinogenic effect, because the pressures and heat is more and it's increased, which will generate free radicals, and it destroys all the good properties in them. So instead, what oil is suggested means you can use the natural oil in organic ways. So what are the natural oils basically? They are the gunny oils, which means they are bull driven oils, like those ancient days they used to take, and even now it is available as organic brands, and organic packets are available now. So these organic oils are gunny oils, which are groundnut oil basically and peanut oil. So these can be used for cooking purposes, as the extraction of these oil actually has less amount of heat and pressures. So all the nutrients are consumed if you are on this pattern of taking organic oils. Coming to the water, which is very, very important when you do cooking. So the consideration of water should also be, considered, and main thing is cooking water and drinking water should be a purified one, and you can use copper water also, which means water stored in a copper vessel. So why? Because copper removes plastics, it removes all the viruses, bacteria, and it gives the water structure. Then coming to the ingredients which you are using for cooking purposes. So all the ingredients you have to choose wisely and hygienically, and for that you need not go and search any organic markets or some organic shops, whatever is available. It's a simple ingredients which has to be, in a hygienic way. It has to be prepared at home, and especially the pure powders which comes in packets. For example, your coriander powder, your chili powders, your turmeric powders, and garam masalas which we used to make at home for biryanis. So these to be available at home, these are, you have to ensure you're preparing these powders. Dry extracts, you have to get them from the market, and then you can grind it also and make sure that it's available at home. And also the ketchups and sauces which is available in the market, that is also actually harmful. There are so many colored packets and varieties which is like very much, attractive and all, but everything is highly toxic and injurious. So all those things actually have to be avoided, and instead you can make sauces at home and you can have. And then vessels used for preparation is also very important. It has to be checked actually, because we are using these days, on trend is non-stick vessels. Okay, so non-stick coated vessels which has a Teflon coating actually, and that Teflon is a trend, and also it is like a modernized living, but that is actually harmful. Why? Because it causes toxic effects into your organs, and thereby it's harmful. So you can, the next step, people will be asking about aluminium vessels, but that aluminium is also toxic, and though it's prominent, but it's toxic because it damages your blood vessels, it damages your kidneys and bone marrows also, and also it causes Alzheimer's in the elderly patients with memory loss and all those symptoms. So the best thing to use is earthen cookwares, which is easily available, but you have to maintain it properly for, to avoid the breakage, frequent breakages and all. Anyway, earthen cookwares are better. And the next one is stainless steel. But please ensure that you are only storing your ingredients in a glass pot for storage purposes only, and you shouldn't use even glass vessels for cooking. So finally, I think, keeping all these in mind, I'm sure you will be able to cook a healthy meal, perfect healthy meal at home. So, and in order to understand much more in detail, you can also book us your appointment with us and have your consultation done. So, we will be discussing about your health issues further in detail at your consultations. Thank you so much.